Welcome back, guys. It's almost full time here in the FA Cup at Mansfield. Arsenal are leading 2-1, but they've been poor. Um, I know there's been a lot of changes. I know tactically we've changed the formation, we've changed the players, and everything else. But for all the praise that Mosquera got, and he is at his age and his price tag, he is a really good signing. But he's been questionable to say the least here. Trossard and Calafiori came out both injured. Hopefully, nothing too serious. Um, what else? I think Max Dowman had a really good performance at 16. I mean, it's unbelievable. However, he was limping off when he came off. I thought I saw Arteta asking him if he's okay, and he kind of nodded that he's okay ish, kind of. But yeah, this was much more stressful than it needed to be. Mansfield played really well. They turned up. They showed up. I don't know. Maybe Arsenal thought this is gonna be a walk in the park, or um, they thought it's gonna be an easy game. But there are no easy games, and I mean it's the only positive, or the biggest, take it as you want, is that we're actually winning. It's 2-1. There's 5 more minutes to go. But yeah, we had to bring on Saka as a Timber, and this was supposed to be a game in which you rest players, some of the players, most of the players, and so on. So those players didn't need to come on and play this game. Saka, Timber as a scored. He came on and he scored a banger. So it's on the one hand, it's good that you have options to bring on and to win a game, but the the fact that we're chasing the Prem, we're chasing the Champions League, we're in the League Cup final. You need the squad as fresh as possible, right? So you need rotation. Um, the fact that you had to bring in Capie, and all the other players that I already mentioned, it's not ideal, on this pitch. Given the fact that we're playing in 3 days, 4 days. Um, but yeah, credit to Mansfield. They turned up. I think this wasn't such a tough game as they were expecting. You can see score lines of 3, 4, 5, 6-0, and it shows there's quality all over. And um, to be honest, Arsenal played below par, way below par, especially from an attacking perspective. We had some players who had some really tough performances, and it makes you think that we're still fighting for the Prem. The Prem is not won. Oof, we're still on the edge. There's still 3 more minutes to play, and we're not looking good. We're scrapping. Um, so we're in a couple of competitions, right? So you look at every performance and you're thinking, what if this Arsenal shows up against Bayer Leverkusen in the Champions League, or against Everton in the Prem, or in 2 weeks' time in the League Cup final against City, right? So City are not Mansfield. You can get punished um, if you show up like this, or if you play like this. But we're just gonna put it on the fact that we had a lot of changes. The formation was weird. I think it was three at the back at the beginning until Trossard got injured, and we brought on Hincapi and moved to a back four. So we can look at a couple of things and say, yeah, but although Noni scored, he had a couple of like, uh, Martinelli just missed. Martinelli had a very, very poor game. Havertz as well. Jesus almost inexistent. Um, Again, Noni scored, but the goal was really good. Don't get me wrong, but you can't. I mean, if he scored, but in the rest, the decision making is really poor. The shooting is really, really poor, and uh, you're looking at those are our options, and at this moment in time, in the season and all everything else, you're looking. Our left wing is very, very. Our left wing looks very questionable. There's nobody that you can bring in, because even if you say, "Hey, bring Dowman," I would be tempted to say that he plays on the right. On the right, you have Saka and whatever else. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep talking for another 30, 40 seconds for the game to finish. Um, yeah, it's very positive. I mean, if we get this win, nobody will look at this game, and depending on how much we go in the competition, how far, and if we win it, nobody's gonna say, "Oh, but look how they played against Mansfield," right? And a positive aspect is, Big Gabby and Saliba and Rice and Zubimendi were fully rested. They didn't even travel with the squad, and they were um, except from they didn't even train. Um, so yeah, I think the game is done. I think that's the positive. We won, but still question marks about us from an attacking perspective. I have no clue what's going on. And if we go over the line, if we win the big one, the Prem, or even the Champions League or whatever, after everything settles, I think we're gonna look at the games, and we're gonna maybe wonder, how did we manage by having such a questionable um, attack. Like, we don't seem to click from an attacking perspective, and it's worrisome. I would play Max Dowman, to be honest, in the league, in the Champions League. Maybe not from the start, but give him 20, 30 minutes. He can do damage, a lot of damage. So I think that's the positive. Of course, we won 2-1, Arsenal, Mansfield, or Mansfield 1, Arsenal 2, whatever. Thank you so much, guys, for being here, for the support. Please give a comment, like, share, subscribe, um, all the good stuff. And I'll talk to you during the midweek game in the Champions League. That's going to be a pretty important one. Thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. Come on, you Gunners.